Support for Up to Date is provided by Geisinger, providing world-class care for our community, here where it matters.
It's Friday, August 14th. We made it to the weekend. I'm Kat Bolus. Sarah Scinto will be back on Monday. Coming up on Up to Date, officials discuss the fertilizer shortage for farmers at Penn State's Ag Progress Days, and a Bloomsburg native returns to town with his one-man show about traumatic brain injuries. But first, let's talk about periods. Free, accessible period products in schools remove obstacles and create equity. That's what Scranton School District and state leaders said Thursday. WVIA's Sarah Hall has more.
Pennsylvania Secretary of Health Dr. Deborah Bogan visited West Scranton High School on Thursday. She highlighted the state program that supplies free period products to schools.
They just don't have to worry about missing school. Again, the fact that we're all talking about menstrual hygiene takes away the stigma. Period products are school supplies, period.
With another $3 million in the 2026-27 state budget, Governor Josh Shapiro has now secured $9 million for free period products over 3 consecutive years. Studies show that 1 in 4 students struggle to afford products. Some students miss class entirely because they don't have what they need. Scranton Superintendent Erin Keating says every woman can remember a moment when she unexpectedly starts her menstrual cycle and is unprepared. Almost 80% of students in the district are considered economically disadvantaged. Some families struggle to afford pads or tampons.
So for us to be able to give kids these products and they can come to school and they know school becomes the safe place for them during their menstrual cycle because we're going to help them out during that, we're getting them in class and we're teaching them, which is what we want to do every day.
Reporting from Scranton, I'm Sarah Hall, WVIA News.
A sharp increase in fertilizer prices is one of the challenges American farmers, including in Pennsylvania, have been facing this year. For WVIA and Danahy reports, the fertilizer shortage and a possible long-term solution were the focus of a session this week at Penn State's Ag Progress Days.
Dan Niffen is president of the Center County Farm Bureau. He says the prices farmers are getting for their crops are not keeping up, especially with the cost of fertilizers.
Everybody that's growing crops this year is in a negative position.
He says this spring nitrogen fertilizer could cost more than $1,000 a ton, up from around $350 a ton in recent years.
Now start multiplying that times hundreds of acres that our local producers are raising. You know, the number gets pretty big pretty fast. It actually makes your mortgage payment very small.
One big factor this year, the war in Iran. While prices are coming down for now, Niffen and other farmers have their eye on one potential long-term solution close to home: Key State Energy. If approved and built, the project would use natural gas from a site in Clinton County to produce fertilizer in nearby Carthus in Clearfield County. The gas would also power the operation. Corey Chelko is with the Clinton County Farm Bureau.
The fact that we can have a domestic production hub for one of our most important inputs in Pennsylvania is going to be huge.
Chelko and others also point to the jobs and economic benefits. But for some, the project is raising environmental concerns, including the impact on air quality, water, and traffic in an area known for outdoor recreation. If approved, construction would take an estimated 2.5 years, with completion as soon as 2031. In State College, I'm Ann Danahy.
What are you doing this weekend? Well, on Saturday, a Bloomsburg native returns home and takes the stage with a performance of his one-man show. The show is inspired by his personal experience with traumatic brain injury. WVIA's Lydia McFarland reports.
Lethan Candlish suffered a traumatic brain injury. He was in a car accident in 1999, his senior year at Bloomsburg Area High School. He wanted to be an actor.
After the accident, I didn't feel comfortable in my own body on stage.
Then he started to write, and this Saturday, he'll come home to Bloomsburg with the performance of his one-man show, Who Am I Again?
I performed in China and in South Korea, and now we're bringing it back to Bloomsburg, where the story began.
He started writing the show nearly a decade after his accident.
I began to notice a real introspective recovery in myself and coming to understand my story better through the more interpersonal experience of understanding my story by talking with other people.
Bloomsburg Theater Ensemble is presenting his show. Their upcoming season will also bring mental health topics to the stage, including Cry It Out, a production that follows 3 postpartum women. The ensemble will also start a classroom production tour called Neuro-Influencers in February. It discusses the effects of social media on young people. Aaron White is the director of Cry It Out and the writer of Neuro-Influencers.
Theater is a way to amplify and open up that sense of isolation into, I'm experiencing this with a group of people. I'm seeing a story that reflects my own.
And Candlish wants people to walk away from his Saturday performance, understanding the power of storytelling to heal and connect. I'm Lydia McFarlane, WVIA News.
Who Am I Again will be presented Saturday evening at 6:30 by the Bloomsburg Theater Ensemble. Visit WVIA for more details. WVIA's Boris Krawchenyuk analyzed crime statistics in Scranton as Republicans accused the city's mayor, Paige Cognetti, of presiding over a crime wave during her tenure in office. Cognetti is the Democratic candidate for the 8th Congressional District. She faces incumbent and Republican Rob Bresnahan on the ballot in November. Crime has emerged as a major issue in the race. Visit WVIA.org to read the WVIA News special report. That's all for me this morning. I hope I got you up to date. Make sure to tune in and subscribe to Up to Date wherever you get your podcasts. Up to Date brings you the most interesting and important stories from the WVIA Newsroom and beyond every weekday. And as always, for more news from the WVIA News team, visit WVIA.org.